Alright guys, so here is the critical place. Got to make sure that dot is lined up with the mark that tooth is on. And it looks like it is. So at this point, I just tap it the rest of the way in. And just kind of pay attention, make sure I don't roll the seal over there. And basically we're back on reassembly here. Chuck the rod onto the piston and chuck the piston and rod back in there. And chuck the oil pan on, the bearing plate. Probably bearing plate first because that's how you set the end plate, but regardless, that'll be what I'm up to here. Obviously this fuel pump was leaking oil, I can see that pretty clearly now. So, I don't know, I may change that fuel pump, I may not. We'll see. Okay, you guys recording? Yeah. So, just, obviously I got the rod and the piston back in and everything. Spin it over by hand a couple times just to make sure everything looks right. It's the exhaust valve opening. Piston's coming up. Right as the piston gets to the top, the intake valve starts opening. Intake valve is closing right at the bottom. Yep. The compression release is working on the exhaust valve. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's open just a hair there. And when it comes right up to the top there, about the last inch, inch and a half, closes. So I think everything's working. I don't know why, guys, but I just have like a, you ever get like a sneaking suspicion like you forgot something or something's off a little bit? I don't know, that's why I'm checking this. Worst I could be is about one tooth off. So anyhow, everything's looking alright, so I'm going to slap the oil pan back on, get some oil in it, and I guess I'm going to go to fixing the transmission up. See how that goes. So guys, I'm trying to remember what I did with the adjustable reamer I had whenever I did the bushings on that high-low planetary on that other 430. I am assuming the reamer and the bushings are together. I swore the other day I saw those in one of the drawers down here. But I just tore them all apart and I can't find it. And I swore I remember going, oh, it'd be a good place to put that. And you guys know that famous story. I don't know what I did with it. If I did actually have it, and if I did actually move it. I thought I threw it in here. Actually, this is an empty case for my calipers that don't work anymore. This is all Onan stuff. So it shouldn't be in here. No. See here. Onan gaskets, carb kits, fuel line. Down here is all tire tread stuff. Okay. I don't see it on the bench anywhere. Move them back again just because I did. I swore I had them, guys. The main thing I wanted to see if I had 3 bushings. Because, I kind of remember only having 2, but I could be wrong. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to start digging through here. Let me go get a milk crate to stand on or something, or if I so happen to trigger my mind while I'm looking at this stuff, well, what I did with it, I'll bring you guys back. But at the moment, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I see a starter chain for an L. broken starter change for now. Ah, that's why that's up there. The throttle cable up there too. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to start going through some stuff because this is annoying me now. Because I can't even find the reamer tool. And I'm sure the tool is with the darn bushings. The trick is this. Was the bushings in a bag? Because I swore I had the bag and everything. Swear I had the bag and everything. Maybe I put them in one of these boxes here. Okay. Let me dig these out. Son of a beach. Alright, I just found it, guys. I knew it. I knew it. Because it was really tripping me out that I couldn't find the bushings or the tool. I knew they were together. Hot diggity dog. And there's 4 of them. Exact. So I have 1 extra to do that planetary. Ha ha! I was really starting to get bummed out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Because I hate when I know I have something and I can't find it. Thank you. Thank you. So, with that being said, maybe after dinner here I'll pull this high-low planetary out of here and start rebushing that and, you know, just go from there, guys. That's all I can really do. I would like to try and figure out where this transmission is leaking oil. Looking at things, looks like the axle seals. Flashlights laying on the bench, but definitely that side, the inside of the rim's wet. And that side, there's an oil spot on the wheel right there. It's right in the shadow for you guys, but because I know for sure when I put this motor together and started using this thing, I topped this transmission off with oil. And as of right now watch, I'm going to lay these right here. Don't you guys let me lose that. But anyhow, I know whenever I put oil in this trans, it was full. Right now, it's the whole way down on the D on the ad. Come on, camera. Focus. You guys may just have to take my word for it. Oh, there. I think you guys can see it there. Maybe. Yeah, just take my word for it, guys. But it has definitely lost like 3 to 4 quarts of oil. So I would kind of like to fix that. Because I would kind of like to use this tractor once I get the motor together and running good. So yeah. One dilemma leads to another. You know how it goes. The snowball effect. Picks up speed as it goes downhill. So it's 4 o'clock right now. I can't pull that out without pulling the whole clutch apart. In order to pull the whole clutch apart, clutch rod has to come off, or at least the cam. And I can't just pull the cam off on this side because it's solid with that pivot arm to the front. So yeah, that's looking like an after dinner project to me. I'll go in and warm my feet up for a while. One thing about being out in the shop, my feet get cold because the floor is not warm. So, alright guys, I'll catch you after dinner. But pretty much the motor is more or less together. I didn't have a gasket for the oil pan, so that's setting up. Got the RTV setting up on it, so it's the only reason I didn't sit it down. But yeah, I could probably snug it up before I go inside because I'm going to leave the little carousel on. And again, go from there. Can't really tell on the inside ones how bad they are, but that one there I swear has a lot of play to it. Might have to order me some bushings. Alrighty guys, well, after I got the planetary pulled out, just these ones are bad. There is no play at all on these ones. None at all. These are Total slopped out. It's almost like cartoonish. Cartoonish. But, well, at this point I guess just take them out and see what I see in there. I figured I'd do this just for reference. These are left-handed bolts, so when you go to take these off, don't break them. Had some of my predecessors, or the old Gravely Guard as I call them, have not told me that in my younger years. I'm sure I too would have learned that the hard way. So, I'm going to try and flip this over. And I think, if memory serves me right, those are just locking nuts on the back. And these are actually threaded in there. What size are they? 3/4? 5/8? Well, I got a 3/4 right here. They are not 3/4. Okay. Let me get the right size socket. Back, unless this 5/8 works. Oh yeah, 5/8 works. I just couldn't remember what size they were. So using the same unless those aren't threaded in there. Looks like it's coming up. I think those just need tapped down out of there is what it looks like. Why, oh why, is everything a pain? Oh why can it be unless... I was trying to get this to come apart, but it's not going to do it. I really don't want to tap it with a hand grater. I heard you guys. I'll just tap it just lightly. Yep. That's all she needed. Wow. Wowzers. Okay, now, since I really wasn't prepared for this, I was not prepared at all for this. Nope, that is too big. Screw would work. How about a 1/4 inch bolt? Anybody got a 1/4 inch bolt? Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Have to tap it out. Screwdriver. No. Sons of a beach. I'm going to have to walk away and get a tool. Okay. You guys just kind of hang out there for a minute. If I get one of these. Oh, yep. Drop it down in the dirtiest, dustiest spot in the shop, Steve. Exactly what you want to do with a machine bolt. Oh, Jesus. Look at... That's almost cartoonish, guys. I really hope you guys can see that. It's got darn near 1/8 of an inch up there on the one side. Wow. So, I'm going to take this the rest of the way apart. And I'm going to see if bushings will fix this, or if I need to pull apart another high-low planetary and get the bolts out of it too. I haven't done a whole lot of this on camera, so a little bit of work. I plan just to do the left-handed nut segment and just cut off with it. That one is exactly the same way. That's just weird. The other thing I'm going to make mention and note of is these nuts. For lack of better words, somebody crimped them or pinned them so they wouldn't come loose. Hopefully you guys can see that there. I don't know if you can or not. Actually, I hope I'm doing this in camera, sort of. Sorta. So I got that done. So I can toss this to the side for now. Plate's worn, so I'll probably flip it. So just for it's on camera. On camera now, everybody. Stay with me there, camera guy. Come on. Open this up. One of the bushings out. And obviously without the gear. And it slides on there perfectly. So them bushings, I guess, are just worn. Yeah. If you look at this one, they're worn so thin. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I have shown this before on another 430, so I'm not going to make a whole 2-hour long video on how to do the high-low planetaries. What I'm going to do is just disappear over and knock these out or press these out, whatever works best, and then put them all together, and I'll meet you guys back over here and put it back together. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip it. Flip it good. It's pretty much if you, I don't know. Yeah. Like so. And a nice smooth spot starting out there. Mm-hmm. You bet, guys. I can do it without. Alright, you guys twisted my arm. I'll let you watch. Only one. Should really go get some needle nose pliers, but you know. Get down here to where I can see so I don't press this in cockeyed. Nice thing is, it'll kind of, as long as you got it halfway started, it'll, as soon as you push down on this press, it tends to even out. Like so. Okay. There's one done. There's the bushings. These bushings are so thin, guys. I thought the ones out of that heck was that? The 67 430 were bad. Oh, hold on, I'm talking to you guys and I'm forgetting things, but these ones here were worn pretty good themselves. So I think I will go make a McMaster car order anyhow, because I should have, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 6 of these bushings on stock. On stock, yeah. Make it sound like I'm a store. keep 6 of these bushings in reserve. And the other thing I'm going to do, I need to order some more dash clips, the metal cage nuts. And the funny thing is, I actually put an order of those in last year at this time before I went to the blow-in, February 18th, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be putting another order of those in about exactly a year later. So now that I got that done, guys, all I got to do is I got to drill a passageway in there for the oil hole, and then see if they fit on the bolts without doing any reaming. If they fit on the bolts without doing any reaming, the bolts are a little bit worn, but it'll be what it'll be. Like I said, my fleet, I don't plan on putting 100 hours a year on them. I'd be lucky if I put 100 hours on that thing in the next 20 years, probably. So, and this tractor here, I do plan to keep. This was my first ever 400. I bought this thing. I had the 8018, the 8163B, then I bought this 430 alongside the road. And yeah, that's why I've kind of, it keeps getting pushed back to the side with a major problem, and then I go back and fix it, and then I think I fixed it, and it's still not fixed, and you know, it happens when you mess with these old tractors, and you have no idea what's been messed with. So, alright guys, I'm going to clearance these babies and get them, so they'll go on their prospective bolts, and I'll be back with you. Alrighty guys, so hopefully as you guys can see, way better. Way better. That one there's dragging a little bit. It'll clearance out in about 2 seconds. This one here is a little stiff, but trust me guys, pretty good. A whole lot better than what we started with. That one there is perfect. The other two are eh. It's probably because I flipped the plate over is what I'm thinking. Because see, this one here is actually hitting on the plate a little bit. Well, they got no play, so anyhow, I'll drop her back in, and maybe in the morning there I'll get the motor down off the bench and put her back together.